Italian model, making no effort to leave the room or leave the situation. Then he comes back, blackmails her.
Bro, I swear to God, this big homie out here is like equal opportunity. He basically said anyone that's been accused of statutory rape or rape in general, Matt Walsh is here to defend you. Doesn't even matter, okay? New Matt Walsh video resurfaced. Let's take a look.
Minds, we have really two categories. There are non-consensual sex, which is bad, and then we have consensual sex, which we think is always good. That's what the culture says. That's what a lot of us have.
He doesn't know what the second thing is. Let's be real. He's only experienced the first one, I assume.
Most of us, it seems like that's the idea that we have. It's like, as long as they're consenting adults who choose to do this thing, then it must be okay. But the reality is that there's a lot of bad sex. There's a lot of immoral sex. There's a lot of disordered, gross, harmful sex that is nonetheless consensual. All of the...
Like what? The f you mean, bro? Where is he going with this? Hold up.
Cases that I...
Is he talking about, like, I don't know, someone that just said porta potty sex? Like, what does he mean?
Mentioned, all the cases I mentioned, they're all immoral, bad, gross, harmful, but they're not all rape. Some of them were, not all of them.
What?
And until we acknowledge that there are other ways to have immoral sexual relations with a person, until we reclaim sexual morality and sexual boundaries, we will be stuck trying to condemn all bad sex on the grounds of consent, which expands the idea of consent so broadly as to render it meaningless, so that when we really need it, when there is actual non-consensual sex happening, we don't have any meaningful way to describe it.
Dude, did he get hit? He was like, bro, I'm on the side of some highway in Ohio right now, and you know, it struck me. I gotta pull over real quick and make this video. Okay, what happened here? Like he was just like, this is my moment. Like, I have to film this.
Because the word consent has become is increasingly means nothing, because we've expanded it so much and we've turned it into this complicated equation where nobody really knows when consent is happening. And even if a person does something willingly and is like, yes, let's do this, but even that might not be consent, because we've turned consent into this super confusing calculus. Mine.
Newly surfaced video of Matt Walsh has him giving extremely horrifying views on consent, rape, and the age of consent, and has him defending multiple pedophiles, including Cardinal McCarrick, stating the victims should have been able to defend themselves. Wait, what?
Willingly have sexual relationships with powerful men, sometimes for years. Asia Argento herself, I believe, she was in a sexual relationship ongoing with Harvey Weinstein for like 5 years. She kept going back and engaging in this, in this stuff with him. And they do this for the sake of movie role and so on, and for more, power and clout in the industry. And then years later, after getting what they want out of it, they claim that they were being assaulted the entire time. And in the Catholic Church, you have
Wait, what? Did he just say is he like defending Harvey Weinstein? What the bro, what? Like he's saying like actually Asia Argento wanted the Harvey Weinstein to get movie roles and then like is only saying it's rape now?
You have some cases where like cases involving...
Wait, hold up. Let him cook. Did he just say the Vatican?
And in the Catholic Church. And then years later, after getting what they want out of it, they claim that they were being assaulted the entire time. And in the Catholic Church, you have some cases where like cases involving Cardinal McCarrick. You hear about Cardinal McCarrick and the controversy surrounding him.
Bro, the moment that you defend the Vatican as you're talking about like the arbitrary boundaries or like the boundaries of consent and like, oh no, oh Jesus, I mean, we knew it already, but goddamn.
Now there are accusations that he molested children, so that's in that category. But then a lot of the accusations you hear about McCarrick and also with other some of these other things as well. These are, in some cases, he's having sex with seminarians. These are grown men who he allegedly lured into bed and then had sex with. But as a grown man, if you let another man lure you into bed and then you willingly, with no resistance, engage in sex acts with him, does that belong in the same category as the 12-year-old kids who are raped by men twice their size? I think clearly it doesn't.
Matt Walsh defends Theodore McCarrick, multiple child rapist, and states his victims should have been able to defend themselves. Then says Asia Argento couldn't have raped a minor because she's a 100-pound woman who's a few months away from his 18th.
And then you also have the accusations against Asia Argento, where a guy guy at 17, legal age, in almost every state in the union, willingly has sex with this,
another big self-report immediately hits the it's actually the legal age in almost every, he said, legal age in almost every state in the union.
£100 Italian model making no effort to leave the room or leave the situation. Then he comes back, blackmails her.
Bro, I swear to God, this big homie out here is like equal opportunity. He just straight up is like, he's like, I'm here to defend everyone. Okay. He knows, he looked it up. Okay, dude, he literally is like, he basically said anyone that's been accused of statutory rape or rape in general, Matt Walsh is here to defend you. Doesn't even matter. Okay.
Demands money for it and gets paid. And now he says he was traumatized by his willing participation in sex acts with a woman when he was a few months away from his 18th birthday. Does that belong in the same category as a woman or a child who gets pinned down and raped by a sex predator? And because the whole vast category.
Bro, you know what this is? This is literally, actually, it's ephebophilia and not pedophilia. It's the exact same argument, but for rape and statutory rape. Like, he's literally doing the thing. Like, you know, when motherfuckers will always be like, actually, technically that's ephebophilia, and you try to defend it. You know, you there's no way to make that distinction without it coming across like a self-report. Okay, he's doing that, but for rape.
Category of consensual yet wrong sex, and we need to acknowledge that and start talking about that rather than trying to make everything into assault and rape. Now, consensual yet wrong sex, that includes a lot of different. This is a category where you have sex that's transactional, sex where it's not respecting of human dignity, where it's done purely so that both partners can exploit.
Like, if Matt Walsh was like actually an intelligent person, what he would be talking about is the difference between consent, which is enthusiastic consent, and simple consent, which is a conversation that sex workers have all the time. Okay, there's a difference between enthusiastic consent and consent. That is a conversation that sex workers have had and have talked about a lot. But because he's anti-sex work and has not even considered that, he's instead trying to arrive at a conversation from the exact opposite direction and in the worst way possible.
Exploit the other for pleasure, or where one partner is exploiting the other for pleasure, and the other partner, although they're willingly participating, they are looking for something else out of it, or they think that there's love and devotion involved, but there really isn't.
Can you explain about what you mean by sex work consent? This is like a subject of debate within sex work, which is enthusiastic consent versus just consent. Like, consenting to sex, to do a sex act on camera as a matter of performance, okay, versus wanting to have sex with someone like because you love them and because you want to have sex with them because you will derive pleasure out of it. You can still derive pleasure out of consensual sex, obviously, even if it's on camera. Plenty of sex workers do, but the concept itself, which is a more advanced subject matter to cover, especially on a Twitch chat where many of you who have not even had sex, is probably not the best place to have this discussion. Then there is coercive sex, which is not consensual. Consent given under coercive conditions is not going to be the same as consent given under non-coercive conditions. Understand? I consent to go to work tomorrow. I enthusiastically consent to ripping this bong right now. Well, that's a good way to describe it. Yes.